Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Hi, Heather. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Hi, Renata. How are you? How are you feeling? Hello. How's everybody? Happy Monday. Bonjour, Jill. Ça va bien aujourd'hui? Hi, Jose. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Hi, Sandra. I'm well. How are you? Hi, Dana. I'm well. How are you? Can't complain, Heather? Good, 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 good. Hi, Diane. Happy Monday. Good, Renata. I'm glad you're feeling better. Oui, ça va très bien, merci. Happy to hear that, Jill. Hi, CL. The kitties are doing well. I took Jimmy's cone off. All these updates. Took him a little while. Now all of a sudden he's going to town, I think, on his fur because it's been a month. Hello, Ed. How are you? I just got to make sure that Jimmy's not in a situation where he's causing any problems. Hi, Maddie. How are you? Hi, Hillary. Happy to see you too. So tell me, everybody, how was your weekend? How are you feeling today? What's your vibe? Hi, Karma. Karma's here with us. You studied French for a year in school and learned 4 words. You know what's funny, Sandra? It's one of those things where you have to use it. You have to use it. If you don't use it, you lose it. You really do, you know? So. Oh, thanks, Kat. Thanks, Kat. My hair's a little different today, a little more straighter, but appreciate it. Also, Instagram has changed. It's changed its filters and lighting, and I can't find one that's very natural. Like, I can't say I like this one, but it is what it is. It's the best I could find. Hi, Christine. Oh, thank you. Guten Abend, Tatini. How are you? You dreamt of me. Oh, what did you dream? Hi, Texa. How are you? Energy feels better today? Not all over the place? It's up and down. It has its moments, you know. Hi, Damon. How are you? Hi, Katie Louise. Kitties are good. Kitties are good. I'm going to sleep back in my bed tonight. Can you imagine? It's been over a month. Weren't we all a little bit, Sandra, back in the school days, you know? Yeah, it is, Kat, and I don't like it. I honestly, I liked it when it was just like a natural lighting and they changed it. Anyways, but thank you. I visited you and I read cards for you. Perfect. Deep energy today. Hi, Jared. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Rohit. How are you? Hi, mister. How are you? Thanks for the likes. Yes, Barbara, I appreciate that so much. Hi, Gina. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Yeah, I have to keep an eye on Jimmy. If I'm looking this way, it's because of Jimmy. I took his cone off because I realized that it's time. It's time. Yeah, just starting stuff. Hi, Ruth. How are you? And I thought, you know what? Let him groom himself. He needs it. It's been a month without him being able to. And I want to be able to sleep in my bed tonight. So we're making it happen. You had horrible dreams last night. Oh my gosh, the dreams are so vivid. Hi, Carol. You just helped me. Hi, books. I just remembered my dream last night. Oh my goodness. Crazy. Hi, Samuel. How are you? Hi, Raquel. Hi, Shiva. Hi, Mario. We just figured there was something interesting out that kitchen window. Oh my gosh, Nick knows. If you've heard me talk about this on the full moon Zooms, yes, my kitchen window can see everything. My kitchen window can see everything. I was telling a story, not at the last full moon Zoom, but the time before that, about things that I've seen out of my window. I live on a dead end street with very nice neighbors, but my window sees everything. Hi, Suzette. Yeah, I had very vivid dreams. Hi, Pandy. Okay, Pandy. Pandy's gonna get fur all over my, well, I already have fur all over this top. That's right. Your dreams have been crazy? Yeah, big time crazy. I had a dream about somebody yesterday and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't dreamt about this person in ages. But I dreamt that their girlfriend, weirdly enough, actually, I think it's their wife now, was like coming at me. And I'm like, I knew this person before they even met. But anyways, weird that I was having that dream. Hi, Curdy. How are you? Hi, Mary. How are you? Yeah, we have a Pandy cameo here. You haven't been sleeping well for 3 days? Yeah, it's the moon. It's the moon, you know? Hi, Robert. How are you? How are things in Jamaica? Hi, Kiki. How are you? You're in Norway? Love Norway. Very close in a way to where my dad was originally from in northern Germany. Oh yeah, and that home wrecker Pip energy. No, not I wasn't a home wrecker in that situation. I met the person long before, but I don't know why. Well, there's a story to this. One time the girl wrote me. She wrote me. I never responded. I had nothing to do with anything. I wasn't even having a conversation. She just felt the need. I think she was feeling insecure and manifesting me in the mix. But anyways, that's a whole other story. So I don't know why I dreamt of these people, because I don't talk to these people. It's been like over 4 years. Yeah. My name is Kelly Lorraine. My name is Kelly Lorraine. Kitty is much better. As of today, finally took the cone off, Mary. It was time. I was like, I have to. Hi, Shell. Becca isn't here today. I know. Maybe, who knows? I'm not sure when she's back, but you guys always hold down the fort. Oh, we were just talking in general, Shane. Oh, Pandy. See, this is what happens when you have a kitty cat right in front of the camera. Sorry, YouTube. YouTube took one for the team this time. Typical. Oh, you're out enjoying the Northern Lights. Amazing. Yeah, I think today sometime too. Yeah, Shane, I'm on 3 platforms. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, and we talk. We get together almost every day. We talk about energies and life. We're all friends, so everybody's welcome to join us, of course. Hi, Lisette. How are you? Thank you. I am in Toronto, Canada. You had a cat that looked just like her? You called her Mimi. Oh, that's a nice name. This is Pandy, short for Pandora. Pandy Cakes, P Kitty. Thank you, Shannon. I really appreciate that. We have a really, really, really nice online family. That's right. That's right. Hi, Michelle. Oh, you couldn't get the live on IG? I don't know why. There's been some glitches for sure. Hi, Nick. Nice to meet you too. Yeah, she must be tired for sure, Steph. I would assume so. You know. Thank you, Jolene. I appreciate it. Yeah, Nick just said we talk about groceries and just about every home service you can imagine. We sure do. We talk about everything. We talk about everything on this channel. Hi, Vinishri. How are you? All right, everybody. So tell me. Oh, thanks, Lisette. Lisette just said, I agree. That's right. Our TTP family is one of the best. Trust the process. Absolutely. You think I look like Leanne Rimes today? I could see it in my hair, actually. Maybe in my eyes a bit today. I could see that. Mm-hmm. I'm well, thank you. Vinishri, how are you? What's the word of the day today? Tell me. How are you feeling today? Groceries, hate it. Oh, we're talking about spicy things, Shane. I mean, like Nick said, groceries. Nick from TikTok. This is how we cross discuss. We make jokes all the time with each other. You feel unsettled, hopeful. I sure have, Jason. I sure have. Bad dreams are your word of the day. Okay, sad. Why are you sad, Jill? Anxious, exhausted with a slight headache. I don't know, Richard. That's a very good question about Degrassi. I mean, Degrassi was so popular. And you know what's interesting is that I didn't really grow up watching Degrassi, and I don't know why that is. Maybe because when I was a kid, we didn't have cable. That could be why. I lived out in the country on a farm. Fierce is your word of the day. Resolute. Worried. A lot of mixed emotions. Jose said just going with the flow. What is this channel all about? Well, we're going to pull some tarot cards. We're going to talk about the energies. Your kids love Degrassi. People, it's a classic, definitely classic, you know? How are things in Malaysia, Josiah? You feel excited? Supercharged? Too much energy? Nowhere to channel it? Did you, Dana? I don't know why I didn't watch it when I was a kid, you know? When it came out, it was $4 a month for cable. My parents, when I lived on a farm, oh, sorry, Pandy. When I lived on a farm, we didn't have the ability to have cable. We had, of course, the rabbit ears, this ages me, and we had like the little knob, it's gonna sound bad, that you turn and then it moved, but it wasn't like a satellite dish or anything. Hi, Riley. That's the vibe today. Okay, Pandy, you listen, you gotta stop this now. She's gonna push her away. Hi, Teresa. My day's going well. I hope yours is too. A cult classic, just like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's kind of funny that you brought up the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Nick, because I mentioned that to someone the other day and they were like, I don't know it. And I was like, yeah, Tim Curry. And they were like, I don't remember Tim Curry. And I was like, Tim Curry. Hi, Caden. How are you? Yeah, I know, Diane. I know. Yeah, Pandy does not understand. No, Dana, she really doesn't. Hi, Joe. How are you? Well, let's get into it. Let's get into the cards. We talked about the word of the day, and you got to change channels for the adults. Yeah, yeah, I did. We had, oh no, we had a remote. We had a remote, which my parents called a gizmo. Where's the gizmo? I don't hear people say that anymore. Oh, thank you, Ascended. I appreciate it. It's a Lydios crystal. I'd like to know how many of you, when you were a kid, you called it a gizmo versus a remote. Yes, mon petit lapin, bunny ears. Yes, 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 yes. I think I look a little closer to Leanne Rhymes than Dua Lipa. Hey, Sandra? Appreciate the comments are always interesting. You look like Dua Lipa. Oh, well, I don't know if I look like that. I don't. Thank you. Thank you. You never know. You never know what you're going to get, you know? YouTube Live is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Okay, stop with the kitty fights. We don't need kitty fights. Are you talking about Doctor Who, Jason? Or am I wrong? Hello, how are you, Mel? All right, let's get into it. Let's see. We had to get up to change the channel. You're that old. Well, I mean, we all had our moments, right? Yeah, I know. I know. I'm just playing along. Hi, Lucia. Oh, hold on. Is that Tanya? For a second, or is that Mel? Because I don't recognize the picture. Because it looks like Mel's picture, but I think that's Tanya. Oh, Tanya, nice to see you. How you doing, my friend? I'm laughing because I think because Mel had changed her picture. You know who I mean, right? And so for a second I had to think about it because your username comes up as a number. You still use the old antenna? Yeah, we all have, listen, we all have our TV memories. All right, let's get into the cards. You're doing your best. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Here's Pandy, who's relentless and pushy. I'm good. Jimmy had his cone taken off today. I finally had enough of sleeping on the couch for over a month. Hi, Young. How are you? Hi, Anna. They're okay. Hi, Nancy. Okay, Pandy, listen. I love you, but this is enough already. She just does not listen. I do the best I can, Tanya. I do the best I can. You know it's not easy when your kitties need you. Hi, Math. How are you? Thank you, Anna. It's cold out. Oh my gosh. And we're going to get another big storm. I don't know where you guys live, but we're going to be getting a huge pandy. We're going to be getting a huge storm Wednesday night into Thursday. I know you know, Dana, she's been sleeping all day. And then the moment I hit the camera, this is when all of a sudden, Pandy, I love you, but this is not the time. You too, Lucia, you too. Okay, so let's see what's going on today. Current energy. Okay, she's sitting half on the bench and she's got her paws up on the table. You can't see her, but I don't mind this. She can do this. How many of you are overanalyzing right now to the point of driving yourself crazy or possibly missing out on an opportunity? Pandy wants to be the center of attention. Yeah. You're getting it Wednesday during the day? Yeah, it's supposed to be coming Wednesday night here, you know? Yeah, you have a huge storm coming to Ottawa, Gatineau. Yeah, us too, us too. So a lot of overthinking today, overanalyzing. Bonjour Pierre, ça va bien aujourd'hui? Oh, there's the Leo energy, the strength. You have a lot to think about, CL? This is all about strength, courage, Leo energy right now. People are trying to find the strength to make it through the overthinking or the tough times. Hi, Emlyn, how are you? How you doing? Oh, merci beaucoup, Pierre. Hi, Jose, how are you? Jose number 2, we have 2 Jose's here today. Pandy, listen, I love you, but we gotta go. So Veronica, you're asking whether you should give Felix another chance. That's up to you. But if you've had multiple rounds with the same result, I would reconsider. I would reconsider. You think everyday joy? I know it's not easy. But a lot of people right now are in this fear of moving forward. You know, there's this what's next, this unknown. There can only be one. There can only be one. This is telling you to release some blocks right now. Okay. So let me ask you a question then. What's getting in your way? What is it? What's getting in your way of new energy? Hi, Laura. I don't know if I said hi to you when you came in. You're feeling blah today? Yeah. You're just in a loop in your head, working hard as always. So like, what is it? What is it that's kind of getting in your way of something new? Let's see the potential or the challenge. The Fool, of course. What did I say? What's getting in the way of something new, right? The Fool is trusting and it's taking a leap of faith, putting yourself out there. Is the energy on the moon in Leo, is the moon in Leo what we're feeling right now? Yes, in a combination with some other things. I mean, listen, Mars retrograde in Cancer, tough energy. And on top of that, we have other aspects that are coming through, right? So communication is an interesting one right now with Mercury. You might feel the urge to like say something or to get involved in something or have a deep conversation, and you got to be so careful right now because people can just pop off. Laura just said, Kelly, all I seem to have are blocks. Okay, so what's getting in your way then? Because there's obviously something internally that is getting in your way that you're not addressing. So Suzette just said, making a decision, having the financial support to have a new beginning. I understand, Suzette. It's tough. But you know what? Everything will be okay. Nick just said it's a fear of loss, but we're really losing. What are we really losing if we don't have it or haven't had it? Well, I'll put it to you this way. Nothing that's meant for you is ever going to pass you by. You know that I say that all the time. And Number two, if you only knew what was on the other side of fear, you wouldn't be sitting on the fence. There can be so many good things coming your way. You just have to believe it. You got to be open to it. Everything's going to work out the way that it's supposed to. Do I wait to have that deep, complicated convo? Well, Sandra, I mean, I don't know the details of that combo. Can we not do the cards today and chill? Oh, we do the cards every day at TWC. But we talk in between, of course, as well. But like, look, it depends on what the conversation is. What do you hope to get out of the conversation? What type of conversation do you want to have? Why is it complicated? No, that's okay. No worries. Emily just said preparing to have a really uncomfortable conversation. So again, it really depends on the type of conversation. And I mean, grief, your new life is going to cost you your old life, right? So there is an element of loss there, but are you really losing anything, like Nick just said, you know? Oh, thanks, Dana. Yes, the likes really do help me, especially on YouTube. Really, really helps me. So, hi, Trish. Trish, we're doing a general collective reading. We're just talking and pulling cards. So Sandra said, setting new boundaries on the past person that's come back into my life. Well, then, Sandra, there's never a right time for that. I mean, yeah, if you're setting boundaries, then is there ever a right time? Hi, Sasha. You know? So conversations are hard to have sometime, Lucia just said. Yes, absolutely, of course. But I mean, like, if it really means something to you, then yeah. Can we do a chill stream on YouTube next? Oh, that card went flying. On Wednesday night, I'm going to be doing readings on YouTube. For those of you that would like to join, it's $22. It's going to be exclusively on YouTube. We're going to go in order of first come, first serve. And yeah, I'll be doing like a Celtic cross, adding some extra messages to it. When you sign up on my website, you can actually give me your zodiac sign and the question you want me to look into, or the type of reading that you're looking for, whether it's just a general reading, a love reading, a what's next in love, or even career. Hi, Shannon. Oh, thank you so much. So with that Fool energy, there's the cycles card. Well, you know, how many times can I get a moon card or a card with a moon on it? But ultimately, yes, we're going through cycles. We're starting a whole new cycle. We're on the brink of something new and we have to embrace it. So let's see what else we need to know. Well, I am using moon cards. This deck, to be fair, is a moonology card. I was referring to that other deck with the moon. But forgiveness. You know, when I said this to somebody today, who do you need to forgive? Even yourself, maybe. Forgiveness is not necessarily about another person, but it is about you. It makes you feel better. If you're holding on to resentment or you're holding on to something that hurt you, at a certain point, you have to let it go and you have to forgive. That doesn't mean you forget, by the way, but you can forgive, right? It all depends on what you want. If you want to hold on to the old stuff, then hold on to it. If you don't, well, time to let it go. So let's see. Thank you, Raven. That's right, deck with an E, deck with an E. Hi, Pauline. So what should we focus on today? The Two of Pentacles. Many people need to balance, simplify their life. Hi, Elizabeth, how are you? Balance, simplify. What's at the top of your priority list? Yes, Nick just said, how many rounds? How many rounds do you want to go with something? Moving on from the past. Exactly, Lucia. Actually, random question. Sorry to interrupt while I'm thinking about this. Emlyn and Dana and Jose, are you able to be here on Wednesday when I do my readings? I'm just in the process of thinking about the mods for that night. We're starting at 4. I don't know how long we're going to be on, but it's always nice to have somebody, and I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, full moon and Valentine's Day, Raven. So, Well, Donna, chances are if you're thinking about Billy, Billy's probably thinking about you. But at the same time, don't try to control it. Don't try to get in your own way. Let it unfold naturally. Okay, yeah, even if you're here for a bit on Thursday, it really helps me out. I just want to make sure that I had enough because I know some people had asked me whether they could help out, and I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, we're starting at 4 p.m. Renata, my time, and it's first come first serve. Yeah, that's fine, Jose. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so Wednesday we're starting. I don't know, Emlyn. I really don't know. It depends on how many people. I'm thinking it'll probably be, well, at least an hour because the readings that I already have signed up would probably be for an hour, hour and a bit. And then if anybody else signs up, then we do them. And if they don't, that's okay too. Then we hang out for a little bit and then sign off. Yeah, no worries, Dana. No worries. Oh, thanks, Ruth. I appreciate it. My hair is not as blonde as it used to be. I used to wear my hair a lot more blonde. What kind of full moon on Valentine's Day? That's a different channel, Alex. That doesn't exist, by the way. That's just a joke. But no, my hair's not as blonde anymore. I've got a lot of my natural actually coming through just to keep it more simple. I'm lucky that at 44 I don't have gray. Can you imagine how lucky I am? Hi, Donna. How are you today? How are you feeling with the full moon? Okay, Emlyn. Perfect. I appreciate it. Just wanted to make sure. I did it at 4 p.m. Eastern only because time zones. I was thinking about people in Europe as well, and it's good, you know, if we start at 4, we'll just see where the night takes us. And I have volleyball at 9 anyways, so we'll stay on for as long as we need to, and if not, that's okay too. Oh, thanks, Mary. I appreciate it. You'll share yours? Kat, I don't know how I got lucky because my roots, like really, like I have very, very few. Oh, good for you, Trish. Good for you. Let me refer you to today's filmed readings. Lots of full moon. I mean, Nick, I laughed so hard. How many of you saw that reading that I posted today? The moon card came out 3 times. 3 times in one reading. 3 times. One deck. Didn't even change the deck. 3 times. It's crazy. You bought yourself some chocolate today, Lucia? Nice. Geez, and I was in the mindset of I can't be eating any more chocolate. Like I have to curb my eating lately. It's terrible. Terrible. This morning I went right back to carnivore or ketovore. I had bacon and eggs. I was like, I can't be eating what I've been eating the last little while. The link is on my website, Jose. Yes, 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 yes. So Michelle, it's $22. It's gonna be like doing a Celtic cross. So like that's at least 10 cards, plus some overall messages, some talk in between. And if you sign up on my website, you actually get to tell me the type of reading that you want so I can prepare. I have a list and a spreadsheet kind of already where I know the zodiac sign, I know the type of reading and the question that people want me to look into. Hi, Laura. Nice to see you. You've been eating chocolate the whole day. I love chocolate. Chocolate is my weakness. Hi, Shin. Thank you. So yeah, and then it's first come, first serve. And so it'll be recorded. It'll be posted obviously after the live. Once I'm off live, it'll go right to my my YouTube. What did you guys think of the reading that I did where it was like on FaceTime, as in like I usually do with the cards in my hands. So spontaneously yesterday, I think it was yesterday, yeah, I filmed one where I just sort of sat in front of the camera and did the reading. It was something different. I was thinking to myself, maybe I should change it up. You know, every now and again, it's good to have something different. I was in the middle of filming my High Priestess video. So I have another Learning Tarot for Self-Development video coming out. It's about the High Priestess. I'm excited. This one went a lot smoother, I think, than the others. And I keep getting better with my editing skills every time. And so that one will be coming out. But I was already dressed and I said, you know what, let me do the face-to-face one, you know? No, it's not emailed to you, Michelle. It's one where it's live here on YouTube. Nice, Shane. You're having a hard time setting up PayPal and navigating technology. Raven, I can send you an invoice. If you want me to send you an invoice, you can send me an email. Or maybe we can try through Super Chat. Like if you pay me through Super Chat. Oh, thanks, CL. I appreciate it. Because when we're live, when we get to the part of the list, if I don't have somebody on my list, then you can probably go to the super chat and just go through there. You can call me Kelly. Super chat, Raven, is where you can send gifts. Right now in YouTube Live, people can send gifts and they can send donations, or they can pay for things, readings, whatever. It was good to see a different side of me, Nick. That's funny. You have no food in the house after coming back from vacation, so cookies for breakfast was your only option. Nothing wrong with cookies for breakfast. Thank you, Vici. I appreciate it. Yeah, you can book with me privately, Trish, for sure. If somebody doesn't want like it publicly read, then yes. Then, you know, you can do a private reading with me as well. Hi, Daniel. How are you? So let's see. The Two of Pentacles and Deceit. You know what's interesting? How many of you feel like something is just not on the up and up right now? Do you feel like there's something that needs to be simplified? Because that Two of Pentacles, remember I said what's at the top of your priority list. There might be something that you're like feeling just isn't sitting right. Yeah, that's okay if time zones are off. I talk to people in all different time zones around the world. I talk to people in Australia, in Europe, Asia, you name it. So I'm not worried about time zone. We can always make it work. Okay, so let's see what we need to know about that deceit. Ooh, take a risk. I'm in Eastern time zone, Shane. I'm in Eastern time zone. This is telling you to take a risk. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I really appreciate that. I'm glad it helps. Yeah, Eastern time zone. I definitely think there's a lot of energy or information that's coming to light. I'm not the only one saying this. I mean, if you look at all the videos out there, this feels so erratic. It feels, again, expect the unexpected. There could be something that's coming through and you're like, okay, what do I do with this information? Hi, Jean Marie, how are you? You're gonna have to determine whether it makes sense to you or not, whether you believe it or not, you know? Oh, you're in New Zealand. Nice, Michelle. Private reading pricing is different, yes. Yeah. I offer recorded readings. I offer Zoom sessions. I mean, the one on YouTube is kind of a special day. I don't normally do these. I haven't done public readings like this in a long time. So if this is something that you would like to do, then great. If you'd rather do private, then I offer different options there too. Everything feels off right now, Dana? Oh my goodness, Jean Marie, are you okay? Oh my goodness, Jean Marie, I'm sorry that you collapsed. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're okay. So let's see, hi Carla. So let's see, what is our recent past? The King of Wands. You've been feeling that way since January. Hi, Krimi. Hi, Ignacio. So the King of Wands recent past is the desire for purpose and passion and moving yourself forward, feeling like there's something you need to do, right? A drive, motivation. Let's see what else. Interesting. What was forbidden recently? I feel like we're going to go in a spicy direction here. What recently was forbidden that there was this drive or this passion for? Shannon just said, I've been sick and wanting to sleep since Thursday night, and so many I talked to also down and out. Yeah, the energy. And there is a sickness that's been going around, a flu, but that flu's been going around since before Christmas. I was so sick before Christmas. My mom has had it for a while now too, recently. A lot of people are feeling it. The forbidden fruit, Jose. I know. What's the, do I really want to know? What's, I mean, can we even say it? What is feeling forbidden, or what is it that's, I will say this. If you saw the video I posted earlier today, I was saying, do you feel lustful? I mean, a lot of pip in the air. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I would be happy to do that, Trish. Let me know. I can set a date for you. There is a bit of pip in the air. So maybe that's part of it. The flu is at its highest level in 15 years. Yeah. You'll take two, Nick? You'll take two? Pip is always a thing for a Sag, Jose. Yes, as a Sag rising, I will agree with you. I will back you up on that. Valentine's Day is almost here, so definitely Pip. You know, it's interesting. I have very mixed feelings about Valentine's Day. Although I am spending Valentine's Day with some of you, which is very exciting to me. But as far as like a romantic holiday, hi Jackie, I don't think you need a day to tell somebody you love them, or, it's a reason to spend, a lot on expensive dinner, or chocolate, or stuff in general, gifts in general. That's the one thing I'm not a fan of in regards to Valentine's Day. I love the idea that there's a day maybe to celebrate, but I don't think it necessarily has to be a day where you overspend. Your man likes Valentine's Day. I hate it. Yeah. You try to break him out of it. Well, sometimes, but Dana, let me put it to you this way. I'm going to give you an unpopular answer, meaning like something that I probably would not usually say, but I'm going to take it from a different point of view. If your man likes Valentine's Day and he wants to make it a special day for you, allow yourself to receive. Not that it has to be about Valentine's Day, but I would say, yes, Jose, I agree. Every day should be Valentine's Day. You're not a fan of the one day to show feelings or gifts. Yeah, I agree. Your Virgo said the same thing. He wants to be appreciated every day. And I feel that way. If you're casually seeing a guy, should I expect him to get me something? That's so awkward, Raven. It's so awkward. Your family likes to do things on non-holidays. You should show your love year-round. I agree. I agree. Any day that involves chocolate is fine with me, single or not. Yes. I would just say that if you're seeing casually, no, I would say don't expect anything. Don't expect anything. I would just say it's the most awkward when you're just meeting somebody or getting to know someone. I have a story, and this is not like last year or anything. This was a few years ago. I'll never forget when Valentine's Day came. We've been dating like a few months. Silence, crickets, crickets. Couldn't even ask me how I was doing. Hello, probably out of fear of and maybe an expectation, which I didn't even have. And I don't know, maybe it just was like a moment of like being frozen. It just was like this weirdness, this awkwardness, and it really fizzled out like pretty much right after that. And it's silly, like I wasn't expecting anything. I don't think it has to mean anything, Valentine's Day, but people put real expectations on them, or real awkwardness about Valentine's Day. He just went quiet at the time, and oh, it's so awkward. Expectation leads to disappointments. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's one of those days that just makes you feel so awkward. Like, it's okay to say happy Valentine's Day. I mean, look, who wouldn't love? I think anybody would be lying if they said that they wouldn't appreciate it. If somebody really was excited about it. Like when you say your man wants to celebrate or likes it. I mean, listen, that's lovely. If somebody said to me, hey, listen, let's go celebrate Valentine's Day. Of course, of course. But I don't need a day for Valentine's Day, So Steph said, but in my opinion, there should be an acknowledgement. I mean, what's the big deal to say happy Valentine's Day? Like, really? Big deal. Doesn't mean you have to be like totally in love with the person or that you're going to marry the person. Like, okay, happy Valentine's Day, Yeah, there's expectations. You were away with someone who forgot to say Happy Valentine's Day, then suddenly remembered and insisted on taking you out for dinner. Actually, you want to hear a funny story? I've probably told this story, but not recently. It's not a Valentine's Day story. It's a birthday story. I remember when I, it's actually funny. I don't know why whenever I talk about my ex-husband, I kind of laugh. Like in the video, I don't know if you saw me talk about my ex-husband in the magician video. I mentioned how he sent me the wedding album. And I was talking about how keeping old mementos around you is probably not a good idea for manifestation. Anyways, that's a side note. If you've seen the video, you know what I'm referring to. But I remember when I met my ex-husband, we worked together. And every day he would have to, hi Jennifer, every day he would have to record his voicemail, you know, his greeting and his voicemail for work. You know, you've reached the confidential voicemail of so-and-so on whatever date. And I'll never forget it. It was my birthday. It was Friday, September 12th. You've reached the confidential voicemail of so-and-so on Friday, September 12th. Please leave your name, number, and da-da-da-da, right? Spoke to him all day, multiple times. No happy birthday, no nothing. In his head, he had thought my birthday was Saturday because there was plans on the Saturday. So in theory, he was so focused on what we were going to do Saturday that he forgot my birthday was Friday. So literally, I don't know how it happened if like went to sleep that night, as in like got off the phone and and didn't say it. I don't even know how that came out after. I don't even know how it was addressed. Oh, I hear a truck outside. Those brakes are squealing. Yeah, Dana, I know. And I mean, like, add to the list. Remember, I was telling you guys the story last time I was on live about how, remember, my sister-in-law said his ex-wife's name at the bridal shower. And I laugh thinking about all these little precursors, like all these little things. Bye, Lucia. Have a good night. All these little things, you know, that probably could have given an indication of something there, you know, that was going to go wrong. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it. But anyways, yeah, awkward moments when you first start dating somebody, you know. All right, let's see what else we need to know about this moon in the recent past. So there could have been some lust. Hi, Garns, how are you? Thank you, Kai. That's very kind of you. You were surrounded by people celebrating, and it was so and a random stranger mentioned the day. The look on his face was priceless. Hi, Nick. No, I'm not. Hi, Tamara. How are you? So let's see what else we need to know. Transformation. I keep repeating that lately. The recent past is all about transforming. Sometimes when we see red flags, it's like, okay, but how red is it? Well, yeah, to some extent, Jennifer, it wasn't really a red flag for me that like he made a mistake with my birthday, because what's the big deal? Like it really wasn't a big deal. I wasn't like offended or anything. It happens. But when you see like in retrospect, little random things that could have indicated that the relationship maybe wasn't long-term, you know, I mean, granted, I mean, 16 years, but 16 years is 16 years, right? You're feeling emotional, intense energies? Yeah, that's the full moon. It's awkward dating, but when the spark of the two souls happen, yeah. If it's authentic, right? I have to say this, though. I have no regrets in the sense that I'm the happiest I've ever been. Life definitely feels better. The old energy of my marriage, long gone, a long zero. I haven't said this in ages. 0 to 0 to 0. Oh. There couldn't be enough zeros to represent how over it I am. None of that actually stays with me anymore. You know? 0 to 0 to 0. Oh. Hi, Benita. So the strength position today is the High Priestess. So you'll probably be seeing in the next day or so, if not tonight, my next video for Tarot for Self-Development, which is all about the High Priestess. We're going to talk about navigating the signs and synchronicities, what to do with them, what this means in a reading. We talk about the symbolism of the High Priestess, like the pomegranates. Usually she has a veil on, the pillars, the crescent moon. And we talk about the throat chakra, which is connected to the high priestess. So I tell you a couple stories about signs, synchronicities, and how to navigate. So that'll be probably uploaded either later tonight or tomorrow sometime. So thank you so much for watching those videos or giving me a like or a comment. It really, really helps me a lot. So really appreciate it. You're excited for the full moon, but the moon is in Leo. Yeah, which is a bit of a square, I believe, for you, Alex, just as a fixed sign, you know? But anyways, the high priestess, right now we're getting a lot of signs and synchronicities. I'm really curious to know, what numbers are you seeing? I'm well, Tamara, how are you? It's been a busy day. It's been a busy day, but it's been a good day. We have a snowstorm coming. We're gonna get a dumping of snow very, very soon. They're already preparing us. 333. Oh, thanks, Emlyn. I really appreciate it. Emlyn, I have to say it because I told it to her in a comment, and I've told maybe one other person. How many of you noticed, if you watched that video, not that you have to, but if you watched that video of the manifestation, the magician, unlock your inner magician, the image of the magician looks like Justin Baldoni. I didn't plan that. I used this image, and ever since I've seen the image, I can't unsee it. It looks like Justin Baldoni with a wand. 111, 444, 26, 1111. Yeah, it does, Emlyn. It does look like him. And if you're into the whole Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni case, and you've been following, and you see this image of the magician, it looks just like Justin Baldoni. Hi, Jay. How are you? Yeah, the Arctic chill, Dana, for sure. Thank you, Anuri. I appreciate it. Hi, Shuggy. Yeah, Laura. No, you didn't miss the post. It's on my website. So if you want to get one of the readings on Wednesday night, it's $22. It's on my website under events. It's in my story on Instagram right now. Please give my take on the Justin Blake thing. You really want my opinion? I have felt for a while that that they will not really come out of this very well. I don't think that they handled themselves well at all. And I mean Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. I mean, when you read through that case, I don't know how you can rebound from it. So it's a really tough situation, but I don't know how, I don't know what they can do. They can't really just like pull out of the case because it would show absolute guilt. But the more that they go and go and go, it's almost like the more the hole gets deeper and deeper and deeper, you know? That could just be a fear, Elizabeth, that you have in your dream. Oh, Suzette, she was just asking, so Blake Lively is an actress and Justin Baldoni's an actor and a director, and they did a movie together and it turned into this legal drama. Yeah, I don't know if it's really back and forth anymore, Steph. I think initially it was back and forth, and now it just feels like it's one-sided. I don't feel that there was a lot of honesty there, Diane, for sure. Yeah, Dana just said, I didn't want to believe that they could do that, but now you do. Yeah. I think they both have, I agree, Jackie. I think they both have a part in that, though. Like if you were a couple, I'm just speaking from experience, I can't imagine that is just one of the two, you know. Yeah, a lot of that truth is coming out. So maybe, Elizabeth, go and have yourself checked if you're feeling, you know, that could be a possibility. It's always good to have it checked out, you know. So, hi, Maria. Bye, Sasha. Have a good night. So yeah, it's an interesting read. I'll tell you that much. I've been keeping up with and I don't normally keep up with like celebrity gossip because I'm really not into it. But I have to admit that is a case that I have been following and reading through, you know. So, hi, Kelly. Good morning. No, Shuggy, we're just talking. Publicity stunt gone wrong, you think? I think that has a lot to do with it. I think there's just too many things that just don't look good. They just don't look good, you know? Saying that she has dragons, calling herself Khaleesi, talking about how famous they are. There's some other theories that I've seen come out recently where I'm just like, it's like, I can't even believe it. How does the director of the movie have a premiere in a basement? It's unbelievable. Do I think they were initially sweet on each other? I mean, based on the text messages, it looks like he was trying to be very kind with her and Ryan. And I don't know. I don't like mean girl behavior. I don't like, you know me. I don't like man bashing, woman bashing, mean behavior, bad business. Do I think it'll ruin her marriage? I don't think it has to ruin their marriage. They just need to be on the same page. And unfortunately, from a PR standpoint, sometimes with regards to PR, people have to separate in order to save their own reputations. That doesn't mean that necessarily they don't want to be together. I don't know, but I'm assuming that sometimes they have to make business deals to save their career. Yeah, Tanya, I can't either. I can't either. I just can't. But you probably know that about me. I'm sure we have the same opinion. I just can't. Yeah, their careers are going to take a massive hit, like a massive hit from all of this. So I don't know, you know, it is what it is. This is what happens when you play around, you know, like I think that allegations, when one makes allegations, you've got to be really serious and you can't play around with that kind of information, you know? Yeah, Steph, I hear you. All right, let's see. The High Priestess, all about the signs and the synchronicities. Success. Remember what I always say about angel numbers? Angel numbers should be nudging you in the right direction, right? They should be telling you you're on the right path to your success, not pulling you backwards because of a person or a situation, right? It's funny, though, how they thought the truth wouldn't come out. Oh, listen, Justin Baldoni and his lawyers were not playing around. They came to fight. And you know what? I don't think they're going to lose that fight. It just leaves such a bad taste. But it also is a reflection of how celebrity is changing, how the world of celebrity is changing. A lot of that comes through in Pluto and Aquarius, and we haven't even scratched the surface of Pluto and Aquarius. Remember, what we're seeing in celebrities is now different than what we used to. Under Pluto and Capricorn, you saw a lot of capitalism. You saw the Kardashians, you saw the opulence, you saw the flexing. People don't want that anymore. People don't like this lack of authenticity, you know? Oh, me too, Tanya. Tanya just said glad he has that financial backing. What people don't realize is that his production company is partnered with like a billionaire. They're not worried. They're not worried about the legalities of this. Yeah, Aquarius is burning things down right now, Tanya. They certainly are. They certainly are. I mean, they're also going through, and as you know this with your aqua placements, they're going through a massive transformation and change on a personal level. But Pluto and Aquarius in general means we're going to be striving for authenticity. The celebrity world is not going to be like it used to. Hi, Peter. How are you doing? I've been thinking about you. I hope you're recovering well. I know, Tanya. Tanya said yes. Personally, not so fun. But yeah, it's a real shift. And I've always said this, you know, you've got to use discernment in regards to celebrity. Everything is business for them. Everything is business, right? You have to remember that. Not everything is just for cakes. Just for kicks. Sorry, I love saying just for cakes, just for cakes. You know, everything has a plan to it. Nothing is on purpose in that world, right? It's all about the dollars. You got it. You got it, Tanya. And so I don't buy into that. I've never been one to buy into that stuff. I just don't. And even, you know, I keep my opinions really to myself in regards to these topics. It's very rare you'll hear me get into it about these things because I've always had this sort of sense my whole life of obviously of vibes, of what I vibe with and what I don't, what I can see as a PR move or what is I don't know. I just don't have the same opinions than most people in regards to celebrities. So I very much keep that to myself. I think she's actually a Virgo, Maria. I think she's a Virgo, Blake Lively, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll tell you something that I thought about in retrospect. And oh, I hope it gets better, Peter. Yeah, she is a Virgo. Yeah, I know. As one Virgo to another, yeah. Um, but here's one thing I did think about. You know what nobody has said that I've heard on this whole case with Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni? There's a movie that Ryan Reynolds did years ago, and it has always stuck with me because if you knew the backstory, I had a date, and it was a very disastrous date. Tanya, I don't know if you speaking of Tanya, if you remember this story. Sorry, I'm laughing at my friend Tanya because I'm sure she knows this story. Um, there was a movie. What one? She laughs. Tanya, do you remember when I went to that person's house to watch a movie and they wanted to watch the Ryan Reynolds movie? And it's the movie where when he was young, he was nerdy and considered to be unattractive, and then he got older and he got more attractive. And he was dating that blonde girl who was really popular. And I realized that it's almost like that kind of vibe. Now I understand his personality in relation to this movie. Now, I'm not saying it was his movie. What I'm saying is I can see the connection between him as a person and that character. You thought they were such a cute couple. But do you remember that? It was that movie. I forget what it's called if you look it up. That's true, Tanya. Alana said it all. That's right. You remember that movie. And you know what's really, I have a really funny story on a side note that's why I asked Tanya if she would remember. Tanya just said, I do recall this date. Let me set the scene for you of this date, because you're gonna laugh. Because the person I went on this date with had the exact attitude. I think he set it up so that we had to watch this movie. It's like he wanted me to watch this movie. And he was a Scorpio too, and so was Ryan Reynolds. And here I was, and there was a couch here, a 3-seater, and a chair right here. And he wouldn't sit near me. So when I went over to watch this movie, I was sitting on the sofa by myself, and he was sitting on the chair. Oh yeah, Just Friends. The movie's called Just Friends. And he was sitting, I know Tanya's dying laughing because she knows the whole story. I can't even tell the whole story because it's so embarrassing. It's terrible. And he was sitting on the on the chair. And the entire time that we were watching this movie, he was giving me the Scorpio stare from the side eye while he was sitting on the chair. And I could tell that when he was younger, he must have been this type of character as the Ryan Reynolds character. And here I just happened to be this blonde date that he has that I think he's somehow grouping me in because he's had bad experiences with women. And so here I was sitting on the sofa for like 2 hours, whatever the length of this movie, and he's giving me cut eye as we're watching this, and he's getting rejected. The character's getting rejected. The guy is like nerdy, and then, yeah, he wanted my reaction. It was like I was on a YouTube channel doing a reaction. It was a Scorpio test, Nick, and I'll tell you the embarrassing part. I won't even give you the details. Here's what happened. At the end of the movie, he tried to make a move on me. He came over and sat on the sofa. He tried to make a move on me. And honestly, I wasn't feeling it. And he took it as a very serious rejection, and he reamed me out. And when I tell you he reamed me out, I got the Scorpio wrath. I think he was so embarrassed. And for whatever reason, he manifested this whole thing because he put on the movie Just Friends, which it ended up being a totally horrendous situation. And anyways, sorry to get into the story, but it reminded me of that movie. So when I look back at that movie, thinking of Ryan Reynolds and that character, I kind of feel like that's him as a person too, based on this lawsuit, where there's that level of insecurity, that trying to flex, that trying to Scorpio stings somebody to make them feel kind of bad or like less than. Yeah. So it was a very awkward situation that I was in. Now, there was a lot of funniness to it as well, but I was extremely uncomfortable. And I never forgot that moment. I never forgot it because not only is Ryan Reynolds a Scorpio, this guy was a Scorpio. He set it up so that I had to sit on the sofa and watch this movie because he wanted to see how I would react. And then in the end, he ended up getting rejected, but I wasn't rude rejecting. It just wasn't. And then I got reamed out really terribly. So anyways, it was a very awkward. Hi Beach, how are you? It was a very awkward situation. Did I vibe this? Did I sense that vibe straight away that night? No. Hi Zane. No, he was a nice guy, but I should have known, you know, like there were some red flags that I should have realized when we met. We had a coffee date and he was volatile. He was really volatile. Not in like a dangerous way, but like he had a very volatile, yeah, there were some things. Tanya said there were some things. Yeah. Hi, Centauri. I don't know if this was a fun date night. This was many years ago at this point. Many years ago, I would say. Gosh, 5 years ago. Did he try to reach out to me after that? Yeah, he did actually, Ikra. It was very odd. I think the problem was is that he liked me, but then he was sabotaging himself. And I gave it a chance, you know, I said, let's get to know each other. And it just wasn't good. He was very, very volatile. But, you know, in retrospect, he had a lot of trauma. There were some things that I actually found out about him that he doesn't know that I know. He had a very serious trauma, and it was actually in the newspaper. It was a family thing. Not that that excuses any bad behavior, but it was like a very difficult personality. A very difficult personality. I tried. You know, I tried to be nice. Oh, you're welcome, Strawberry. Yeah. Anyways. Rejection is protection. Yeah, it was, oh God, it was so weird. It was such a weird scenario. Well, anyways, back to regular scheduled programming, but it just reminded me of the Ryan Reynolds. I think that movie, if you look at that movie, you'll see things in Ryan Reynolds where you're like, oh, I think that hits close to home. There's just something about that plot. Anyways, embrace uncertainty. You love that movie, Just Friends? I mean, I don't really remember a lot of it now, but all I remember is how awkward that whole movie night was, you know? Yeah, I know, Ikra. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one. Now you have to watch it again? Yeah, did you go watch it again? Give me your opinion. I'd be curious to know. This is embrace uncertainty right now. You know, there is success coming, but you have to be open to the idea that things are shifting. Let's see, what is the near future? Hi, Christy. The sun, here comes the sun. Start saying yes to things. That was the advice I gave a lot of people today. Start saying yes. Anna, what would you like to ask? Is it a personal question? I can't answer really any personal questions right now, but I can answer some general questions. Yeah, I know, Ikra. It's a tough one. Yeah. Here comes the sun. Let's start saying yes. Speaking of movies, it reminds me of the Jim Carrey movie. What is it? Yes Man? You know? Yes Man? I mean, that's where like everything kind of goes like crazy because all of a sudden he starts saying yes to everything. But start saying yes would be a good idea. Jimmy's better, Tamara. I took the cone off today. Right now, he's actually been grooming himself the entire time that I've been on live. Tanya just said, I went on a date with a Leo sun and a Scorpio moon, my friend. But you know, the Leo sun is, Tanya, it works with your aqua. It works with your aqua moon. Say yes. Say yes. Mano, I'm not one who subscribes to that. About, you know, people putting black magic on you. Be careful of people who tell you that they've put a curse on you or a spell on you. I personally don't buy into that. Is that the movie Liar Liar? Is that what that is? Or is it called Yes Man? I can't remember. I feel like it's called. You have good compatibility? Awesome. That sounds wonderful, Tanya. I'm glad to hear that. You always say you need more Leo, but we talked about that a long time ago, that Leo energy. You were just thinking about Bruce Almighty when you typed in good. No way. See, there you go. It was called Yes Man. Another Canadian comedian, right? Okay, date number 2, I'd love to know. Sounds good. The sun has been coming out in readings, yes. You're an aqua moon too, Ikra? Nice. So Alex just said I'm the opposite, Scorpio sun, Leo moon. Okay, the sun card, understanding. Look at the sun. She's like basking in the sun. Basking in the ambiance, basking in the ambiance. Couldn't help myself. Speaking of movies, hi, Ricardo. So this is about understanding, feeling understood, embracing the sun, the heat, the energy. Sounds good. Yeah, he was a lawyer with a young son, and his son blew out birthday candles on cake, wishing his dad could only tell the truth. Yes. Oh, it's Liar Liar. Is that what it was? Why did I think it was called Yes Man? I have to look that up. Yeah, the storm card hasn't been popping out, Dana. No, I'm not using that deck today. You do love a Scorpio. Sure do. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? You never forget a Scorpio, right? Or some with Scorpio vibes or Scorpio placements. Listen, you know Scorpio placements. You know what I think? You know what makes me laugh? In my experience, you know what placements I don't forget? I can't say that I've dated. So I know people who date Scorpio moons, and Tanya, I think you've dated some Scorpio moons. I'm not typically one that attracts Scorpio moons. I attract Scorpio Venus. I have attracted Scorpio Venus my fair share. And that's a placement that somehow I don't forget. So you're right. You don't forget Scorpios. Scorpio rising, Dana. There you go. Your ex-husband was a Scorpio, Raven? Okay, that are 2 different movies, Renata. Okay, good to know. You find Scorpio men trustworthy? They can be, absolutely. You attract Scorpio sun and Aries? That's very true, Michelle. It can be. That's what I'm saying. An evolved Scorpio is ultimately, of course, the best. Oh, thank you, Darla. I appreciate it. Hi, Mafalda. How are you? You're a Scorpio rising? You have Venus in Scorpio? Retrograde, Trish. Interesting. Your ex is a Scorpio sun and Leo moon. Nick is a Scorpio Venus. Yeah, checking in. He also has Venus in Scorpio? Interesting, Tanya. Interesting. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. Scorpio sun and rising, Mafalda. Aqua moon. Yeah, that's a tough one, Michelle. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I attract a lot of Scorpio Venus, but I have Mars in Scorpio, so I find that I end up getting the counterpart. Now, one thing that I have that is really quite interesting is Scorpio. I'm a Mars in Scorpio with a Venus in Scorpio, but they have a Mars in Leo and I have a Venus in Leo. Like, can you imagine from both ends having like sort of that counterpart or that conjunction? Jose just said Scorpio Uranus. So Scorpio, you have a Scorpio Venus too, Jose. Hi, Hollywood. Yes, Hollywood, happy February 10th. Your Pluto's in Scorpio? Even if you don't know your time of birth, you can still look at your chart, Raven. You're welcome, Jackie. Yes, Tanis, you're a Venus in Scorpio. Interesting. Yeah, I know. I know. It's amazing how we have these like commonalities in our charts, like as a soul tribe, you can hear. I love how we just talk. We've been on here for a while, Hollywood. I've been on for over an hour, actually. I didn't think I'd be on this long, but But I love talking with you guys. You have a Venus in Taurus. Yeah, I have a Venus in Leo. But you know what's interesting? I've also attracted, like I said, a Mars in Leo, and I have Venus in Leo. Venus in Scorpio and Mars in Leo for me. Always fascinating. And Virgo moons. That's also been a common one for me too. Taurus moons and Virgo moons. How do you get your chart read? Maria, you can go to Cafe Astrology, or you can go to I like astroseek.com. That's right. A lot of us have Uranus and Scorpio, Cat. Hi, Sarah. We've been just chatting for quite a while, actually. Your birthday is the last day of Pisces. We can make a spreadsheet, Tanya. We can make a spreadsheet. Yeah, even my ex-husband was a Virgo moon. Many Virgo moons. Your moon's in Virgo, Jose. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, for real. For real, for real. Tanya. Virgo moons for you too, Ikra? Yeah. Hi, Chuck. How are you today? Okay, near future. Take the lead. Take the lead. AstroSeek. Astro-seek.com. If you have Venus in Aries, Mafalda, right now, that's a very spicy kind of energy. Oh, where is the live proposal guy, Manuel? Manuel's not here tonight. Who offered me snow? Remember, he said we were going to make him into a snowman, and we were going to preserve him, preserve his snowy love. No, Manuel, I don't believe is here tonight. Our near future is taking the lead. Thank you for reminding me about Manuel. I don't mean to laugh, but his proposal, remember he said that if nobody wifes me up, he's going to wife me up. He resigned. I love when Jose called him out. He told him that's it. You can't take it back now, when he rescinded. And then he said he took it back because he wasn't ready yet. And Jose said, how could you make the proposal, but you're not ready? Right? Oh, man. Your south node is in Virgo. That means your north node is in Pisces, which is where it is right now. Milo, you're a Pisces sun, Aries moon, and Cancer. What a combination you have. You've got a little bit of driving with your foot on the brake. Hi, Lily. Meaning like the motions are really fiery, but like you might hold yourself back a little bit. You know? The snowman melted quickly. Yeah. That was funny, Jose. You make me laugh. Jose's got my back, Alex says. He sure does. He sure does. Yeah. He wasn't properly vetted, stuff. That's right. Good, Maria. Good, Maria. He's getting his YouTube videos ready for everybody. Manuel melted when the heat was put on him. Exactly. Exactly. Hi, Luke. Thank you. Oh, I love the names. Love the names. How close can a birth chart get without time of birth? You can get pretty close, Raven. You won't know your rising sign. That's right. Jose says, please send all resumes my way for proposals, as in his way. That's right. Jose is my official security. He is my second set of eyes. I trust his judgment. Christine just said, I tried dating a few Aries lately. I don't think that's a good match. Well, you're a Cancer, Christine, right? So Becca, it's interesting. You're a Sag Sun, Sag Rising, Libra Moon, Sag Venus. So I'm a Libra Moon and a Sag Rising, but I'm a Virgo Sun and a Leo Venus. Oh, thanks, Raven. Good night, Michelle. Okay, suggested approach, everybody. Queen of Wands, confidence, strut your stuff. Nick, strut your stuff. Queen of Wands. Walk around like you own it. Believe in yourself. Again, that Leo energy, right? You're a Cancer Sun, Aqua Moon, and Leo Venus. Interesting combo, Christine. Very similar to Tanya as a Pisces Sun with an Aqua Moon. That could be an asteroid, Heather. Oh my goodness, that's funny, Dana. Oh, thanks, Brandy. Venus is in Aries right now, which is very spicy, but also a little bit volatile. So Queen of Wands is confidence. There's the honesty card. I told you, we saw the deceit card, and now we've got honesty again. And when I see this card, look at the fire. Something's, I'm telling you, it's like something will come through. And we have the Queen of Wands with it, so it's very, very fiery, you know? All right, let's take the moon card and see what else we need to know. Where did I put my cards? Oh, there we go. All right, suggested approach. Releasing, let go. The honesty is going to come out. I don't know, Marie. I've never thought about that, to be honest with you. I don't know. I'd have to put some thought into that. Jose, I love it. I love it. I love it when you go back and forth with Dana. Too bad Becca's missing this. This is funny. You guys are hilarious mods. I love it. Aqua, Moon, Rising, and Mercury. Your Mercury's an Aqua too, right? You have an Aqua stellium, I guess, in some aspects. Oh, that's a tough conversation, Trish. That is a tough conversation. Tanya, I've really missed you here. What I love is that you know exactly what I'm talking about if I say something, and I know what you're saying when you write it. I know you are, Jose. I love it. You make me laugh. Is this full moon coming up a bit combative? Yes, it is, Tilza. It is. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I miss you too. Hi, Sierra. What do we need to know? 5 of Cups. There's the grief. Hi, Cobra. Ask how everything is in Slovakia. 5 of Cups is grief. It's sadness. Your new life is going to cost you your old life. Do not forget. And that's okay. It's okay to have new energy. Hi, Kara. How are you? Fragmented energy. Someone feels like they're in pieces. That's what I think about when I think of the 5 of Cups and fragmented. It's almost like somebody feels like they're in pieces, you know? Falling to pieces. That's right. Get those boxing gloves ready for the full moon. Communicate. Somebody needs to just communicate. There you go. We're getting now all these messages of energy coming to light, information, tough conversations. Hi, Irfan. How are you? All right. Hope and or fear. Studying and learning, an offer coming through. I mean, this is the thing. We hope that we've learned our lessons. Whenever I see this card, I really do think about, have we learned our lessons? We've studied, you know, we've been on this path. Have we learned? You know what? I feel like I just saw some orbs. Did anybody see any orbs behind me just now? I don't know if that was just me. Jose, that's what I need you for. That's why I have you there, so that I don't read those things out loud. You're hilarious. I'm really hoping that Jimmy's not making any mistakes. He's been grooming himself for like what feels like the past hour and a half here. But then again, he's had a cone on for a month, so he's got to get back to his usual self. Every time you put the pieces of the puzzle, it never matches the picture on the box. Well, we got to make it. We got to figure it out, Chuck. We got to figure it out. Let's hope Jimmy makes good choices, Nick. I hope so. Yeah, you want me to say it out loud, I bet. You saw tons of orbs around me the other day. Yeah, I felt like I saw some orbs just out of the corner of my eye. Page of Pentacles, trapped. The fear is that somebody's going to feel trapped and held back. Or that they can't get out of the cage, so to speak. Hi, Roseanne. How are you? Oh, today I'm Jennifer Lawrence. Geez, I've been called Dua Lipa, Jennifer Lawrence, um, Leanne Rhymes. Thank you. I've heard Kate Hudson. I've heard I've heard it all. I feel like I've heard it all. I've heard it all. Hi, Joseph. We're talking about energies and pulling cards and life and, you know, the usual. Avoid drama, everybody. There you go. There's your full moon energy. Many famous blondes. Exactly. Oh, Kelly Clarkson was another one we had the other day. I always laugh. That's right. Born a star. True, Becca. It's a compliment. It's a compliment. I laugh. You know, I always laugh thinking about my career history. As a teacher, you feel like you've heard it all, like you've seen it all. Okay. Like I used to always say, there's nothing that could shock me in a classroom. I've heard it all, I've seen it all, I've encountered it all. And it's the same thing in regards with like tarot or like, you know, sessions that I do. People always worry about saying, you know, certain things like, you know, they're embarrassed or whatever. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. I have heard it all. I really have. There's no judgment. You could literally, you could tell me anything and I'd be like, I've probably heard this before, you know? And it's the same thing with like live. In live, you never know what you're going to get, you know? So I feel like there's really nothing that can really, I mean, not that I'm inviting anybody to try to shock me, but, oh, thanks, Orphan. I appreciate it. Jose, if you would have been one of my students, don't worry. I would have had no problem. We would have had a sarcastic banter. We would have had no difficulty. That's one thing I can tell you that I'm blessed with. I don't have classroom management issues. I've never really had live issues either. I mean, think of in the time that we've all known each other. When have we ever really had any seriously bad trolls or anything or any all out wars or nothing? You know, I don't entertain that stuff. Like it just doesn't, it's so obvious what it is, you know? I'll need a stiff drink, Raven. Raven, please. It doesn't even, nah, don't worry. You're wondering if you should give him a Valentine's gift. I would say no, Shuggy, if I'm honest. Is Swedish in my DNA? Funny you say that. No, but my father is from northern Germany, and where he comes from, there is actually a World UNESCO Heritage Site Viking Museum. So where my dad was from right on the water on the Baltic Sea near Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. So there's probably Scandinavian Viking somewhere in my dad's DNA. I don't know what that means, Sarah. Do you mean like an arranged marriage? Is that what you mean? That's right. I drink bourbon. I've got that covered. The stiff drink. Yes. I was a high school French teacher, English teacher, and business teacher. Yes, Dana. You know what? At first, when I first started going live on YouTube, yeah, it was a whole other beast. It's gotten better for sure. It's gotten better for sure. You know, absolutely fun and laughter. All right, let's take a look at the probable outcome. I've been talking for quite a while. I mean, I am going to hang out with you guys on Wednesday night on YouTube. I apologize that I won't be live on TikTok or Instagram. Come join me on YouTube on Wednesday night. We're going to be doing the live readings. Even if, and I know this is going to sound silly, but even if you're watching other people's readings, there can be messages in there for you and learning that comes along with it, you know? And if you'd like your own, like I said, $22, link is on my website. And yeah, first come, first serve. It's starting at 4 p.m., Christine. I think where we're at right now on the list is probably somewhere around 5, after 5. You know the bride, but they have given me no info with ex-husband. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I have an opinion, Sarah. I'd have to know more information. Yeah, come join the party on YouTube, says Jose. Probable outcome. Ooh, the hangman. Oh, that's okay, Becca. I appreciate it. Yeah, on YouTube, my name on there is Kelly Lorraine 111. It's the same name, you know? But the hangman energy is all about feeling like you're in limbo. Will the live be posted after? Yes. Yes, it is recorded. Yep. That's okay, Dana. No worries. You can always come back when you're done. You can see where we're at. So Erica, it's whatever reading you'd like it to be. You have the choice. When you go to my website, there's a drop-down menu. You can choose general reading. You can choose a love reading for you and another person. It can be like if you're single and you want to know what's next in love. And it can also be a career reading. So I gave 4 options. And so when people purchase, they put in what kind of reading they like. So when I go down my list, I know exactly what people are asking. And that way it should flow smoothly. I agree, Laura. I agree. Would be nice. Okay, so the Hangman energy is all about looking for clarity. It starts at 4 p.m. Eastern. And so, like I said, I've got about, I don't know how many people right now, but I feel like we're more into like the 5:30-ish range maybe on the list. And then Dana, when you start laughing when you're in the dentist chair with your earbuds on, the hygienist is going to wonder what you're listening to. And then Dana's going to connect her phone to the TV above the dental chair, and they're going to watch our live and laugh. Can you imagine? Actually, when I went to the dentist, not this last time, the time before that, I had a very awkward moment where she didn't realize that the TV was playing like a hunting, like it was really bad. It was like, I don't know if I want to repeat the words. It was like animals, not in the wild, but it was like somebody like doing things that were very, that I really didn't want to look at while I was in a dental chair. And all of a sudden she looked up and she realized, and it was like random animals like crocodiles. Like it wasn't even like, I don't even know where this came from. But anyways, that was what happened to me while I was in the chair looking up at the TV. And I was like, yeah, I really, like, I don't want to see, that. Don't even get me started, Nick. Nick just said better than laughing gas. No anesthesia. I have a really embarrassing story of me getting my wisdom teeth out. How many of you have ever had the laughing gas or the sedation going to get your wisdom teeth out, and you didn't stop talking and you told everybody your secrets? Me. I'll never forget it. I'm so embarrassed. It's so bad. They gave you the sedation. They gave you the sedation. I don't know how I got from the chair into the actual dental chair. And I'll never forget it because I was like, I don't know, I was like 19. No, I was 20. How old was I? Maybe 22. Oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe the things that I said. Oh, no, I didn't cry. No, it wasn't that I cried. I shared secrets. All about my dating life. All about my dating life. Oh, I'm sure they've heard it all, Becca. I believe it. My dad had taken me. He gave you a 3-day migraine. Yeah, no, I didn't cry after. Yeah, I was 22. I was like 22. But I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. I can't even, if you even knew, I can't even repeat. I cannot even repeat. Today I'd be so embarrassed to repeat even. Anyways. Yeah, it was about the hangman. Maybe. My poor dad, I know. You went to the hospital to get your wisdom teeth out? Yeah. You told the dentist he was hot? I didn't tell the dentist he was hot. Yeah, dad is a safe space. Yeah. But still, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it would have been better if I didn't know, if nobody knew me after I had the verbal diarrhea of all my dating life. You did. You told the dentist he was hot? Well, okay, hold on, Raven. Like, was he hot? Just as a side note. Oh, I know. Let it go. I hear you. Your oldest son was 17 and hit on the dentist. Oh my goodness. You woke up through surgery telling the doctor's assistant how to spell a word? Interesting. You asked one out? Yeah, it's, oh gosh. Yeah, it was the laughing gas's fault. No, but you didn't answer my question. Was he actually hot though? Oh man. Oh gosh. All right, let's see. The hangman energy, probable outcome. Meditation. Look at these two hands connecting. Interesting. Well, the hangman can also be taking some time to have some clarity. So it could very well mean that you are wanting to find some clarity, think something through, you know? Oh, Amanda, that's too bad. It's still going to be recorded, just so you know. And there's a form. If you tell me, you know, I know you're a Taurus, but if you tell me what type of reading you want to do, it'll be recorded and you can always go back to it on YouTube. But totally up to you if you want to be there or not. As in, like, I know you can't be there. Some people like to be there live in the moment. Oh, I can imagine, Dana. Oh, he was? Okay, so he was hot. But Emmeline, you could. You could. Hi, Kelly. How are you? What kind of meditation? Good question. Was I a teacher at 22? I was a teacher at 24. I was 24 my first year of teaching. 24 years old. But actually, that's not true. I lie. No, I don't lie, but that time I was 23 actually, I think. Because it was January of 2024, so I wasn't 24 until September. So I was 23 actually. I was 23 when I first started teaching. Geez. 21 years ago. So, ooh. I think I'm actually going to be doing a little bit of substitute teaching in the near future. Just as like something for, just for cakes. I've always been certified with my teaching, and I said, why would I let that go? So I've maintained my certification, but the fact that I know people still, you know, is a nice way to get out of the house one day a week or, you know, once every while. So I figured, why not? Because like I said, I was in the classroom for 18 years. Would I ever go back to it full time? I mean, never say never, but no, it's not my intention. I taught high school. I taught grade 9, 10, 11, and 12. You know? I don't know what it would be, actually, Tamara. That's the thing about substitute teaching. We call it supply teaching here in Ontario, but you cover for whoever. I don't want to cover any phys ed classes or like any tech classes, but like if it was a French class, English class, history class, you know? I teach every day, exactly, I do. Online French, could you imagine? But no, it's not I would not really want to go back like a full-time. Yeah, it's evolved into a different type of teaching. No, it would be high school. Yeah. I would go back to the school that I worked at because it's close by and I'm used to it and I know people and yeah, it's nice to be around students sometimes. So I do miss the kids aspect, Erica. I don't miss the system, but bluntly, I don't want to mark papers and do report cards. I don't want to deal with any of it. So I don't mind going in once in a week or once every few weeks or once a month just for kicks, right? Just for kicks and cherries the moment, as Becca says, you know? So in Ontario, they're paid very well, Raven. To be honest with you, we're very lucky. Do I still get up early as my teaching routine? No. No, I can decide when I want to wake up. I do wake up early, but not as early as I used to. Have a good night, Chuck. No, I taught high school. Taught high school. But it was always nice to have conversations with students. It keeps you young in that aspect, you know? Hi, Ginger. Okay, so last card. Process your feelings. Oh my goodness. Hi, Haley. How are you? There's the process your feelings. So yeah, you've got a lot of feelings to think through. I'm well, thank you. Nice to see you. Hi, Renee. How are you? Yeah, wolves howling at the moon. There you go. Oh, Maria, I ignore any of that kind of energy. I mean, maybe, yes, sure, but I don't even, that's a blinders thing. The full moon energy is hitting you hard. Let's take a power of surrender card. The last card was process your feelings. Process your feelings. Let's take a look at the power of surrender cards just to see what you need to surrender or surrender to. And then I'm going to let you all go. I'm going to sit with Jimmy on the couch. I'm going to edit my latest video on the High Priestess. And then I'm going to watch The Bachelor tonight. You're welcome. Let's see what we need to surrender or surrender to. Surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. There you go. Hopefully that makes sense. What's for dinner? Jose, because I'm now curbing my my menu, I don't know. I might make a steak, some vegetables. I'm really in love with, I don't know how many of you are Canadian, but if you know M&M Meat Shops, they have these Korean barbecue short ribs, beef ribs. And I like them because they're very easy to make in the oven and they don't take long at all. And they have like a really nice Korean barbecue sauce. You don't have to go crazy on it. Like you put as much sauce as you like, it gives you the little packet of sauce. The quality is good. They taste good. And I did buy like a kale salad, you know, like the super salad, Super 7 salad or whatever it is. You're having salmon even though you hate it. Yeah, I'm not a fish. I don't eat any fish or seafood. Thank you, Tanya. Nice to see you too. Oh, Jimmy's gonna get some water now. Jim, I wonder if he's gonna come join us for a second. I do like asparagus. Yeah, I do. Yeah, they're really good actually for the value. And like I said, I might just have a salad with it. Good luck, Trish, with the conversation tomorrow. That's a tough one. I am doing keto-ish again, Laura. Yeah. Good question. You'd have to ask your doctor, like look up, well, not all doctors, or go to a naturopath and talk about it. You made homemade chicken noodle soup. That sounds lovely. I never grew up eating fish or seafood, Diane. So this is the issue for me. I'm not, I really don't like the idea of fish and seafood. I can't do it. Can't do it. Grilled chicken. Sounds good. French fries. What's the favorite meal that my mom makes? My mom makes a nice lasagna. I like when she makes like red cabbage, potatoes, vegetables with like a mushroom sauce. Yeah, steak is always at the top of the menu, Jose, 100%. That's true, a dietitian can help, yeah. But I never grew up eating any fish, seafood, anything. My dad is from a water city, if you can imagine. And it's never been my thing. I've never really been into, I love onions, I love mushrooms. You had baked chicken thighs? Sounds good. Yeah, you like mushrooms, but not seafood. Yeah, yeah. Well, my friends, I better get going. It's been lovely, always fun. Okay, perfect, Trish. Yeah, I'll be here Wednesday evening. I might see you guys tomorrow too. Oh, it depends on my day. I do have a little bit of a later session tomorrow, but we'll see. I'll try to make it on live tomorrow. But like I said, you're welcome, Ella. Thank you. But I will see you guys Wednesday night. For those of you that are doing the readings, if you just want to come and watch and support, it's always fun. Always fun. But it will only be on YouTube. So just so you guys know. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Jose. You too. Jose, what are you having for dinner? I meant to ask you. I will give Jimmy a kiss for you. Emily, I took off the cone today. He had that little scab that they said to wait for it to, I said, I waited an extra week. And I decided today that it's got to go. And it was just fur, so good. It wasn't like skin. So I made the decision. So tonight I'm sleeping in my own bed. I will, Tamara. Jimmy's really thirsty right now. Actually, that's probably because he's been licking himself for the past. Ooh, steak and a loaded baked potato sounds good. Speaking my language. You're welcome, Sarah. Thank you, IG. I'm gonna say goodnight to you all, and hopefully I see you tomorrow. Pacific on YouTube, we're starting at 4 p.m. Eastern, so 1 o'clock Pacific is the start time. But I'll be on as long as you guys need me to be on, basically. If we're doing readings, I'll be on. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I can imagine New Orleans for sure has seafood. And you know what, Nick? It looks good. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. Okay, IG. I'm going to wish you guys a wonderful night, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye, guys. Okay, YouTube, have a wonderful rest of your night. We'll talk soon. And thank you to my mods. I love you guys. Let me see if I can get the right button here. Okay, bye.